Hello and welcome back. So today's video is a review and swatches of the Fruit Sorbet palette by Voss, and I will also show you two looks, so let's get into it. I bought this palette on the Sephora website. It is $18 and there are 10 eyeshadows in it, and I did use that $25 off 75 coupon, so pretty good deal, I think. This is the first palette I've ever tried from Voss, so I cannot give comparisons to their other palettes, but I will say the first thing is the size. I love that this is a small palette. I am running out of storage and I'm trying not to buy giant eyeshadow palettes. So this is amazing. The fact that they packed 10 colors in here, there's also a mirror, is pretty amazing. Let me give you a little size comparison compared to another palette. So I have the chocolate bar here and look at the size comparison. So it's significantly smaller and you're getting 10 shades. So that's pretty good. Now, I wanted this because I've said in previous videos that I am trying not to buy as many eyeshadow palettes, but if I do, I want them to be more colorful so that I'm not just getting repetitive shades and I'm actually adding something to my collection. So I thought this was the perfect palette to do that with. So the packaging is cardboard. I love that it's petite, and let me show you the colors. As you can see, it's pretty colorful. So let's get into the swatches and then I'll talk about the formula and show you the look. So the first color is kind of an orangey, peachy color. That's a matte. And then there's a matte yellow, a shimmery bright green, a kind of very pale peachy pink color, and a white that actually is a green duochrome. Then we have a matte, very bright red, and then a matte pink, a matte purple, a shimmery true blue, and then a shimmer gunmetal. My first comments are on the color selection. My only qualms with their color selection, well, I guess I have a few. This very light color I can use to set eyeshadow primer, but this wasn't necessary. I have that color a million times over, so I really wish that they had skipped that. A lot of people probably can't even get much use out of it. And then this blue, it's fine. I just don't love that kind of blue. I prefer a lighter, more minty blue, so that's just a personal preference. And then this gunmetal, I don't like those type of shades either, but I knew that going into the palette, so I absolutely love the color selection on the mattes, except that one could have done without. And this bright green, I love that color. Now the formula. I'm just gonna go ahead and say the mattes are amazing. They blend so easily. It is a more thin formula, but it blends amazing. I absolutely love the mattes. However, the shimmers are not the easiest to work with. I'll show you looks I did. The green and the blue, they're good, but they take some layering, probably a good 3 layers, and they work better with a wet brush, but it's workable. Same with the gunmetal, but this color here, this white duochrome color, the swatch you saw is way better than how it works in real life. I tried to put it all over the lid and it was a chunky disaster no matter what I did, brush, finger, setting spray. It didn't work at all. I used it on the inner corner and it was still chunky for that. That is just a bad eyeshadow. It's just bad. So the other shimmers are workable, but yeah, this duochrome color is a chunky mess. So that is unfortunate. However, like I said, the mattes are amazing and they really are adding a lot to my collection. So despite that the shimmers are mediocre and the one basically sucks, I'm okay with that. Let's get into the looks. So the first look I combined this peach and the pink in the crease, and then I put the green on the lid, and I loved this look. It was amazing. It was so pretty. The green turns out beautifully. It just takes some working with. And then the second look that I did other looks, but these are the only 2 looks I did with just this palette. I used the yellow in the crease, the red in the outer corner, and then the blue on the lid. And I did like this, but I found the blue a little harder to work with than the green. But it worked out. Today I am wearing that pink in the crease with this kind of pink burgundy look I did, and I love it for that. So, and then I did use this palette another time in conjunction with another palette. And I think that's how I like this palette. I did really enjoy that first look I did with the green on the lid. But like I said, the blue and the gunmetal are just not my type of shades. So I plan on continuing using this as a companion palette. And that's totally fine because that's what I wanted. I wanted a colorful palette that is gonna add some unique colors, and it did, it really did. So yeah, I've tried them all at least a couple of times. Oh, I forgot to say that in that first look, this purple was on the lower lash line. And it was great. I mean, the quality on the mattes is fantastic. These three shimmers are mediocre. This one is really not good at all, but that's okay. So, final thoughts. $18, petite little palette. It could be better. It could. But I think for what I wanted, which was more colorful eyeshadows at a good price, yeah, I think it was worth it. So those are my thoughts. Let me know if you want a perfect colorful palette. Unfortunately, this is not perfect. It has some flaws. However, it will add a lot to your collection if you do not have a lot of colorful eyeshadows. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Please let me know if you have tried other Violet Voss palettes or if you've tried this one, because I hear mixed reviews on Violet Voss. Some people think it's amazing. Some people say it's not that great. The shimmer formula could really use some work, but that's just my thoughts. I do like this. I'm glad I got it. $18 is very good. So yeah, that's it. And thank you for watching.